Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in and welcome to Quick Tips. Steven here with Team Euphoric, and today we're going to be testing your strength. When it comes to improving athletic performance, knowing exactly how much you can lift on a given exercise will be very beneficial for programming. For beginners, you can perform a 10RM, 5RM, or 3RM test to get a rough estimate of your 1 rep max, which will be a lot safer. However, for experienced lifters, performing a 1RM strength test using a standard protocol is the way to go. Personally, whenever testing an athlete's 1RM, I like to superset agonist and antagonist muscle groups, with one day being dedicated to pushing and pulling, and the next to squatting and bending. The protocol I use is the same one that was taught to me by world-renowned strength coach Charles Poliquin back in 2010. The first step is to select the appropriate exercises you will be testing. Next, you or your athlete want to estimate what you or they believe their 1 rep max to be on each exercise. The estimated 1RMs will be used to determine the correct weights to use for your warm-up sets. For your first 2 warm-up sets, you want to lift 40% of your estimated 1RM for 4 repetitions and rest 10 seconds in between each set. So, let's say that the exercises you have chosen to test are the bench press and the seated squat curl, and your estimated 1RM on each exercise is 100 pounds. You would perform 4 repetitions on the bench press using 40 pounds, and then rest 10 seconds before performing 4 repetitions on the seated squat curl using 40 pounds, and then repeat it one more time by performing 4 repetitions while resting 10 seconds in between each set. Once your first 2 warm-up sets have been completed, you will then rest 30 seconds. For your third warm-up set, you will lift 60% of your estimated 1RM for 3 repetitions and rest for 30 seconds in between each set. After your third warm-up sets have been completed, you will then rest for 60 seconds. For your fourth warm-up set, you will lift 75% of your estimated 1RM for 2 repetitions and rest for 60 seconds in between each set. After your 4 warm-up sets have been completed, you will then rest for 120 seconds and continue to rest for 120 seconds in between each set for the remainder of the 1RM testing. For your 5th warm-up set, you will lift 80% of your 1 repetition maximum for 1 repetition. For your 6th, you will lift 85% of your estimated 1RM for 1 repetition. For your 7th warm-up set, you will lift 90% of your estimated 1RM for 1 repetition. For your 8th, you will lift 95% of your estimated 1RM for 1 repetition. And for your 9th set, you will lift 100% of your estimated 1RM for 1 repetition. If you or your athlete are still able to lift more, you will continue to make small incremental jumps in weight while performing singles, resting 120 seconds in between each set. If you fail on one exercise but can continue on another, you will double the rest to 240 seconds and only continue to perform the lift where you haven't reached failure yet. If you see that the weights being lifted are either too difficult or too easy, then you haven't correctly estimated your 1RM and you want to modify the weights as you go along a little bit. Ideally, you want to hit your true 1RM between sets 9 and 12. If you fail before the 9th set, then you increase the weights too quickly. If you haven't found your 1RM by the 12th set, then you didn't increase the weights fast enough. Either way, the 1RM test will be invalid and you will need to perform it again. Thanks for hanging around until the end of the video. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to like the video and comment down in the comment section, as it would really help out with the algorithm. And also share this video so we can help get this information out to as many people as possible. And also subscribe to the channel by clicking on the icon in the bottom right hand corner and hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on any of the videos. For those of you interested in health optimization, you can check out the video in the top right corner where I discuss the 6 foundation principles. And for those of you interested in optimizing your performance, then consider becoming a member. It's only $5 per month and you get a ton of perks, including exclusive access to this program design lecture series playlist above my head.